You know, leadership is hard and it's also really wonderful. And there are moments that suck and are really challenging and you have no idea what to do. And then there are moments when you feel so uplifted and encouraged and grateful. And, I just wanted to hop on the feed today and remind you to experience all of that, that it's all part of the process. And also to engage your team, who is no doubt feeling all of those things as well. We had an interesting week a couple of weeks ago. My colleague Anna, who is such an important part of our business development process, gosh, she's been a game changer for our business and has brought so much rigor to our sales process and is working her ass off. And I see her effort and I love her attitude around it. She knows that in some cases, a long-term sales process. And she is so, gosh, I mean, she just stays focused on adding value and leaning in and continuing to connect and focusing on adding value and focusing on adding value. And I so admire that in her. And so we had on a Monday afternoon, a couple of weeks ago, we had a series of challenges. We had a couple of no's come in, things that she had worked really hard on. And we had a not right now. We had it's kind of a weird sales meeting that wasn't what we thought. And at the end of that meeting, on the heels of these other challenging things, before we hopped off the team's meeting, I said, like, hey, how are you? And she teared up and we talked through it. And you know what? I teared up too. And we both shared our disappointment and our care for each other in the process. And, it really strengthened our connection because we were able to share in that challenging moment together. And then 3 days later, on a Thursday afternoon, we had a series of really exciting opportunities. We got a big yes. We had a couple other new things come in, and we found ourselves cheering together and laughing together. And so I acknowledged with her, like, isn't it interesting that we were crying together on Monday afternoon? And here we are cheering together on Thursday. And she said, well, that's sales for you. And I love that attitude, that just knowing it is the ups and downs and that those disappointments are freaking temporary. That right on the heels of that is a next. And so here is being in it together, and here is feeling it all together. The trust and connection that comes from that is so powerful. I certainly feel that within our team and specifically in this relationship with Anna. And here's to Anna Paterino. What a dynamo leader and someone I have learned so much from. If it weren't for her, I wouldn't be telling this story in this way. She has brought so much goodness and insight into my life over the last several years. I mean, the last several months, I've learned so much from her. So here's to acknowledging all of it and lifting up the people on her teams in the good and in the great and in the not so good. A great way to take care of ourselves and ultimately each other.